going live, but sometimes it says you're live.
You're live.
If everything goes well, we are live in your office. We have an echo. We have an echo.
Hold on.
Do we still have the echo?
No.
No, the echo is gone. If everything goes well, we are live wherever you are, but we're never certain. So if you could confirm that you can see us and that you can hear us, that would be awesome. Of course, if you can't see us and you cannot hear us, it's hard to confirm. So we'll just wait a second to see if something comes through.
That's actually true.
What's also very fun for us is that you tell us where you're from. Send us like the country or the town or wherever you're from, so we have a bit of an idea who we are talking to.
First of all, yes, we're live. Okay, good. High five.
High five. So first things first.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy 2025, wherever you are. We wish you all the best. We wish you a lot of clothes-free travels. We wish you a lot of clothes-free health. We wish you a lot of joy. We wish you a lot of love. We wish you
a lot
everything.
We wish you a lot of a lot.
Exactly, because remember, every day a good day.
Exactly.
Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, joke.
Okay, we have Mexico, we have New Jersey, USA, we have England, Portugal, Minnesota, Portugal again, Scotland.
Nice.
UK again. UK again.
Oh, and Helen, hello. Helen and Simon, hello, my dears.
It's always fun. It's always cool to see some familiar names. We have Gerardo, we have Helen, we have...
Nice. Florida. Oh, Massachusetts. Cold Massachusetts, Germany, Scotland.
Awesome. So,
nice.
For the record, maybe we should also tell where we are. We are in a beautiful naturist resort called Costa Natura in the south of Spain. I would love to show you, but it's pitch dark outside, so I can't really. Maybe we can drop the link somewhere in the...
Yes, I will do that. I will do that. Yes, and if you've been following us on Instagram, you also noticed that we already published some little stories and some little pictures from the place. But I will do that. And also, if you guys have questions, oh no, but that's your second line. Sorry, forget that. Forget
that.
Ahead.
We also have Australia. That's awesome. It's early in Australia right now. So yes, in case you've never been to one of these Q&As before, it's pretty simple. You ask questions, we answer them. You just drop the questions in the chat. If there are no questions, we just sit here in silence. No, that's not true. We also have quite some questions from Patron. We have questions from Instagram. So if you don't have any questions, we can easily fill up.
What's wrong with that statement? Us in silence.
We already have a question.
Yes.
Are Simon and Helen bigger celebrities than Nick and Linz?
100%.
The answer is no.
Of course they are. Of course they are. They're fucking awesome. Oh, I can't say that. They're awesome.
There goes the monetizing of this.
Okay.
All right, San Diego. Somebody is asking about Vera Playa. That's a good question.
We're going to start with that. I'm just writing down the things that I need to put in the chat afterwards.
All right. An honest opinion? It depends on when you go, I think. We went there in the middle of winter, and it's a bit desolate in the sense there are about 500 people who live there permanently who are also there in winter. There are almost no tourists in winter. And it's a very big town for just 500 people, so it's very empty. The shoulder seasons are, from what we hear, the best time because it doesn't get overcrowded and it's still quite relaxed. That's about roughly from March to May. And then the summer gets really, really busy. So, yeah, we have only been there in summer, so it's kind of hard to give
in winter.
In winter. So it's kind of hard to give a general idea of a place we've only seen in winter. Mm-hmm. But that's just, that's our experience. And that's from what we hear, like the shoulder seasons are the better time to go to Vera Playa.
Yeah, I would say that too. Yeah, but we did like the Nutson bar, the beach bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of the bars are open in winter. It's also not all of them, but some are open, and it's a cool beach bar.
And if you're interested in that, we made a pub crawl video about that. I will also just put the link in there just for you to check if you want. Anyway.
Somebody asks how we practice naturism in winter. Well, we go to warm places. Here it's here in where we are in Spain right now. It's sunny during the day. You actually can be perfectly naked during the day. Of course, as soon as the sun sets, it gets a bit colder, and you need to put some clothes on. Other times, like this is the first New Year we celebrated in Europe in 3 years. The years before we were once in Australia, once in South Africa.
Yeah.
So that also helps if you go to. And other than that, yeah, you need places. If you're in a cold place, you need places inside. It's not even. It doesn't even have to do with winter.
Mm-hmm.
Even in spring or in autumn, it can be too cold. When it's too cold, try to find inside places. Lots of clubs have inside facilities. And where we are from Belgium, we have the whole spa culture, which is
Germany,
awesome.
Netherlands as well.
Awesome during the winter.
Yeah, yeah. In the UK, you have Clover Spa.
Yeah.
That's also a great option for winter. You have Sunfolk near London, which also has great winter facilities, saunas, jacuzzis. So that's also good and great to do in winter. But yeah, it's like Nick said, go to a warm place.
I'm not sure what happened to the chat, but I see another question I missed.
No. So yeah, I paused it, Nick. It's called modern technology.
Before the Vera Playa question, there was another one. What got you interested in naturism in the first place? Partially curiosity, but also partially kind of by accident. It's again thanks to the spa culture, which is not 100% related to naturism in the sense that they don't call themselves nature's places. It's just a wellness center. It's a spa center. But the dress code is by default nude, which is mostly for hygiene reasons because bathing suits have lots and lots and lots of bacteria. And that's how we first got into social nudity, and we very much enjoyed it. So we thought, what else can we do naked? And long story short, we made a website about it, and then a YouTube channel, and then another YouTube channel. So. Okay,
good answer. Yes.
That was the answer.
All right. I know the answer to this, but did you enjoy the UK weather when you visited? Honestly, it was great. And we've met a lot of people from the UK, and we've got a lot of messages from people from the UK, and they all said, you guys were so lucky with the weather. And it's true. I think we traveled to how many weeks? No.
3 or 4 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks. And I think only 4 days of rain during those 4 weeks. So it was absolutely fantastic. We were lucky. And what surprised me the most of the UK was how beautiful your country is. It's just insane. And we've only spent a couple of weeks in the south, so we have a lot more to explore. But it was just at some points I was standing on top of the cliff, and I looked at Nick. It's like, oh my goodness, is this the UK? It's unbelievable. It's gorgeous. So yeah, we were very, very, very lucky traveling in the UK.
This is inside info about how we do naturism in winter. We just bring the weather. Like we did in the UK, we just bring the sun everywhere we go. The person who likes to ask whether we are ticklish or not is back. We answered this in a previous Q&A.
Yeah, she's very persistent on the tickling. Anyway, hi, going to Deborah.
Why nothing in South Africa?
Oh, sorry.
I don't really understand the question because we've been to South Africa. We found quite some nature's places. So
yeah,
maybe why we didn't go this year, because we went years before.
Yeah,
and it's a long flight to South Africa.
Yeah, loved it. Awesome, by the way. Deborah is going to Portugal for 2 weeks in July. Awesome. Where are the must-goes? Portugal is a big country. I don't know what part of Portugal you are going, but I would definitely say the south is definitely amazing.
Some recommendations. The Algarve has amazing nude beaches. Like beautiful, beautiful nude beaches. The water is kind of chilly, but not as chilly as more north. But it's the Atlantic Ocean, so it's not really warm. But the beaches are spectacular. And also just south of Lisbon, there's a kind of a peninsula. I totally forgot the name of it. But it also has 3 or 4 nude beaches. One is Meco. It's called Meco.
Ah, yeah, Playa de Meco. Yeah.
And those two are breathtaking.
That's true.
If you're talking about resorts, there are not that many. There are a couple of guest houses. Sama Natura is a really beautiful one. That's in the south. Campground-wise, there are a couple of campgrounds as well, and they have rentals. Barao. I forgot. It has a long name. It's something Naturista do Barao.
Yeah.
That's a nice one, and the best one is Quinta do Marral. That's a bit higher than Lisbon and more to the east, close to the border of Spain. But it's a beautiful place.
Yes,
it's in the middle of a natural park. It's impressive.
You can find all of it, not on YouTube because that was before we were on YouTube, but on our website, on Naturist Destinations. If you click on Portugal, there you can find all the information about the resorts, about the campsites, and also about the beaches. And next question from James: what do you like and dislike the most about Naturism? That is a really good question.
It's one for you.
It's one for me. What I really like about Naturism, or just not wearing clothes, is the comfort of it. And what I really dislike about Naturism is all the people asking us, why is Naturism dying? Because I'm telling you, it is not dying. After 7 years, 8 years of doing this as a business, as a passion project, after traveling all over the world, it is not dying. So I think that was very straightforward. Now you.
When we are talking with people about this, they always look a little bit disappointed when they ask, like, what do you like the most about Naturism? They expect some kind of amazing, impressive answer. But for us, especially in the beginning, comfort was number one. It's so comfortable.
And easy.
Yeah, and easy. But in different ways. Like, you don't have to think about what you're going to wear. It's when you're on the beach, like, everybody looks the same, so you don't really have to need an attitude. Like, swimming is amazing. Like, for me, like, the best is swimming. I'm not much of a swimmer in the sense that I'm not really a water freak, but I would never wear a bathing suit in the water. That's a big no. If I go in the water, it's always naked. If we're not staying in a nature's place, I will never go in the swimming pool. What I dislike the most is the weather. No, there's not really, like, there are lots of people who don't really understand, which is also in many different ways. Like, it would be great if it was more understood, more accepted, but I think we're going there.
Absolutely. James. Oh no, that was your question. Sorry, James.
We can ask it again.
Have you got any idea about Naturism in Japan? Beaches. Sorry, it's just. So go ahead, Nick. I will try to find the answer back.
Naturism in Japan?
Yes.
As far as we know, there isn't much. The only thing we do know about is the onsen culture.
Yes.
Which is.
But that's what the question. The second part, beyond the onsen. No.
As far as I know, that's the only type of social unity they have in Japan.
Yes. From what we know.
No.
Yes. Okay, going from travel questions to INF questions. Okay, let's do it. Now with Stefan and Hector on the INF board, what are your hopes for federations, and could you easily now have the idea of supporting federations money-wise?
That's a good question.
That is definitely one for you, Nick.
There's one thing that I didn't understand at the beginning, but I'm really starting to understand, is that the INF is a big organization and it serves a lot of federations that don't always agree on everything. So to get things moving, it's like a big company. It doesn't go like Snap. It really takes time to change things and to get things moving. And I think since Stefan has been the president, it moved a lot in the right direction, in the sense of streamlining things, a lot in the sense of communication, and that's where Hector comes in. It was the choice of the current board to have a communications director, and Hector became the communications director, who obviously has a lot of experience in both naturism and in communications. His social media channels are big. He knows how to talk to people.
Not to put any pressure on you, Hector, if you're watching.
So we have high hopes that it will keep continuing going in the right direction. It may take a while, but it's definitely going in the right direction. And I think that the most important thing for the INF is to get the federations to work together and to become one big voice. And I have inside info that I'm not allowed to share, but they are doing projects like that. So that's a big pro.
Yeah, good.
There, somebody asked the paid question, and like I don't know if anybody else knows, but you can pay for questions. If you want to support us on YouTube, you can like send money through this. I'm not really sure how it works. I haven't done it before, but I've seen it pop up. And I think it's fair that we take these first. Or do you think otherwise?
Yeah.
There was like the blue thing that appeared on the screen. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Oh, okay. All
okay,
right.
It's not a question. It's just Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year to you too. This is, by the way, a long time fan. Remember, we've been talking in the comments section ever since we started our blog. So it's happy to have you on YouTube too. Anyway,
okay. Now I'm completely distracted. Yes, how to travel on a budget, how to manage food requirements and stay.
It's a lot of trial and error.
Yes, yeah.
When we started, we had a budget of, I think, 75 euros per day, which included everything. Food, transportation, accommodation. But of course, it was pretty tight. Even it was 7 years ago, but it was tight at the time.
We were really old school backpackers.
Yeah.
We just both had one backpack, and we were very, very like taking care of our money because we had a budget, and we had a budget for 2 years. So every time that we did something crazy, we really had to consider like, okay, are we going to do this and travel one day less of this 2 years, or are we just going to stick to the budget and then just continue what we're doing? But in a way, I liked it. Yeah. It was completely different than we travel now, but I liked it. We learned so much. Well, I learned so much about myself, and I think we learned just a lot about each other as well.
The best tip I can give you is create a fake 1 month of traveling. Like, look what it would cost you. Accommodation is a big one. Transportation is a big one. Food is a big one. So look at prices. You can find everything. You can even ask ChatGPT these days. So look at what level of comfort you want and how much this will cost you, and then you can set a budget. You can go less. You can go higher. You can keep, but then you can set a budget. And then the next thing is keep all your costs. Like keep track of all your costs, especially the big groups. Transportation, accommodation, food, like keep track of everything you spend, and don't overspend. Make choices, and yeah, sometimes you're not gonna like to make choices, but even that is fine. Like even saying that I'm gonna spend more and shorten my trip, that's also a choice.
Yeah. I think it's a very personal thing as well. So yeah. Hopefully you're planning to come back to the UK soon. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be 2025, but maybe 2026. So that's soon. Yeah, for us, that's soon. Yeah. How do you protect your skin from the sun for long periods of time? Very, very, very good question, Bill. To be honest, we are never for a long time in the sun. And if we are filming or taking pictures of or hiking or whatever, we always try to wear long sleeves, always wear a hat. Nick is always wearing a hat. I have to remind myself to wear a hat, and sunscreen. Yes, definitely. I use sunscreen, but if you use it every day on the whole of your body, it's also not super great because your body absorbs it. And if we do use sunscreen, then it's a natural one. So we only have natural sunscreen.
Sometimes it's a bit embarrassing. Like 1 or 2 months ago, we were filming a video in Zipolite, and a lot of the video is filmed on the beach, but the Mexican sun is really strong, and we're filming at broad daylight. So we actually put on clothes on the nude beach to get a lot of shots, just to avoid that it would be hours and hours and hours naked in the sun. And somebody saw us, and they were like, "Why were you clothed on the beach?" Like, yeah, we were making a video, and it's different. Like, it's work, and it's different than relaxed time, and sometimes we have to. It's it's the safest way, because otherwise we spend a lot of time outdoors, so we have to be careful.
Yeah, but we almost never lie down in the sun.
No.
Almost never. If we have free time and we lay on the beach, then it's always in the shade or always under an umbrella.
We're shade people.
Or just for 5 minutes.
Shady people. We're shady people.
Shady people. All right. How are you? We are good. Thank you. We are very, very good.
I just want to mention to Alan that he brought the rain and we brought the sun afterwards.
Okay. Are you guys thinking of visiting La Touquette again? And is it good for singles? La Touquette, we absolutely loved it. And it is absolutely good for singles. I don't know why it shouldn't be good for singles. Yeah,
no, I don't think that La Touquette has a... Maybe they have quota, but definitely not couples only.
No, definitely not. No, it's a great place. And we actually need to go back because we haven't seen the new swimming pool and the new chalets. And they look really, really lovely. So it is on the agenda. We're going to Playa Sonrisa at the end of March, based on your recommendations. Are there off-resort side trips we should include? Otherwise, we spend all our time on the beach at the resort. First of all, excellent choice. You're going to love it. Second of all, you can absolutely do day trips from the resort. For example, if you want to go kayaking, you can. If you want to visit Ishkalak, the little village where Playa Sonrisa is located, you can. They also have a scuba school on site, so you can go scuba diving.
You can scuba naked.
You can scuba naked. Yes, you can do your certification. You can also go fishing.
Yeah, big fish. Fishing for big fish.
Yes. So, and now with the train, I don't know if the train is already going.
It's not yet in Ishkalak, I think.
Not yet, but you can definitely do day trips from Playa Sonrisa. So yeah, just ask Blaney, and she would be happy to organize a trip for you.
The kayaking is cool because if you take snorkel gear, there's a small reef.
Yes.
Maybe 50 meters in front of the resort.
And they have manatees there. Yeah, so that's cool if you want to see manatees. Yeah.
You can keep yourself busy.
Yes, absolutely. Somebody went to Quinto do Amaral. Yeah, because of us. Awesome. It was so beautiful. Yeah.
You see, we're not lying.
We're not lying.
Like,
exactly.
People are confirming the places we.
Yes.
That's always cool that people confirm what we say.
Awesome. And this year, our third Naturist campsite, L'Eglantière, after Le Coup d'Arc, and we are finally going to drink Leffe together. Awesome. And Australia. Oh, there was a question, why don't we have a campsite, I think. Yes. Why not Nick and Lynn's Naturist camping?
We get that question a lot.
Yes. I mean, all the other campsites, they're going to close down because if we ever open a campsite or a hotel, it's going to be the best one because we have so much experience. No, I'm just joking. It is honestly, it's not for us. It's not what we crave. It's not what we like to do. Because a couple of reasons actually, but the first and biggest reason is that we like to move. We like to travel. We like to explore things. We like new things. We like to go outside of our comfort zone. And if you ever start a business like this and you want to take it seriously, at least the first 5 years, you can't go. You have to stay on foot and do everything yourself. And that is something that at this time in our life, we're definitely not ready for it.
We are nomadic people.
Yes.
We love moving. It's in our blood. Even like sometimes it gets a bit tiring to travel all the time, and then maybe we stay for a while in the same place, like for several weeks. But even then, it starts tickling. This is good for the person who keeps asking about the tickling.
The tickling, yes.
That's tickling. we have to go. We have to do something else.
Yes.
Well, the world is there. Like, we have to go.
Yeah, it's something inside of us that's been there for a long time, and yeah, we can't shut it off. And honestly, I don't want to shut it off, not yet. So maybe one day, I don't know, but I don't think so.
It's not a question, but I want to correct Gerardo, partially because I love correcting Gerardo, but but also Hector is on the board of the INF. It's a new function they create. There used to be the social media function. They dropped that and they changed it into a communication function, and they work with a group of volunteers that are all going to have some tasks in communication. But Hector is a valid board member of the INF.
Okay, Nick, tickle me one more time. There you have it.
You have to laugh now.
Not very ticklish. Do you think that the rise of the smartphones with cameras and the possible consequences that could result has had an effect on where naturism can be practiced today?
Yes. Both positive and negative.
Yeah.
I do believe that some people are afraid from smartphones, but only to a certain extent. I also believe that because people take a lot more pictures, there's a lot more content about nature's places, and people take selfies all the time. And I also believe that people may become more open about naturism just because they're so used to taking selfies. If you go on a holiday for a week and you didn't publish any photos, it's like it didn't happen. For a lot of, especially younger generations. So I think it has pros and cons.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yep. I have nothing more to add to that.
I feel a bit like Waldorf and Statler from the Muppet Show.
Why? And who's who?
I'm Waldorf.
Bon, where were we? Where you have both.
Did we get another paid question? I saw it pop up.
Yeah, but Nick, it will come up.
Okay. Maybe I have to make sure that we answer.
Yeah, absolutely. Where you have both matured over the years, has this adjusted your perspective of what to look out for when traveling? Yeah, when you travel, I think it's with everything.
It's experience.
Exactly. Yeah, the more experience you have, the more aware of what you're doing. Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes I find it strange when we are talking to people about, for example, about the cost of traveling, and they are talking about prices of flights going 1,500, 2,000 euros for a flight. We never paid it.
Never.
Just because we know the tricks and we know when to look for flights and how much to book up front, and it's all stuff you learn. So.
But we're also flexible with dates.
Yeah, of course.
So
it's just one example. It's also like, we learn. It's the same thing. We never create content about places we didn't enjoy. Even like it's sometimes we get invited. Everybody knows that we get invited. People let us stay for free. But even if we are invited and we think this is not a place we want to recommend, we just give their money. We pay for a stay and we leave.
Yeah.
But we learned how to see which places we're gonna like in advance.
Yeah.
Like we know which things to look for, and then we just never agree on coming if we're pretty certain that we're not gonna enjoy the place.
Yeah,
anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's true. It was not a question.
Okay.
Exodus gave us €5.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
it's
you.
Very much appreciated.
Yeah, it's a mic drop emoji. I don't know if you did that, but if you did, awesome. Does that mean that we need to shut up?
Yeah. Drop the mic.
Here, it's €5 now. Stop talking. Follow us where we are from. We are from Belgium. Yes. Oh, Nick and I ever told you look like a mix of Valtteri
Bottas. Valtteri Bottas is a compliment.
Yeah?
Julian Assange, I like his ideas to a certain extent, but I'm not sure if his looks would suit me. But Valtteri Bottas, that's a big compliment. Thank you very much for that.
We are near Sao Paulo. Welcome to drop by. Thank you. We love Sao Paulo. Honestly, I suspect most why is it dying? Question from US. Over the years, there has been numerous beach closes, a lot of laws get passed banning public nudity, and new membership is down. I can see why you pointed out, Patrick. And I think in a way you are right. But for us, it doesn't mean that a naturist resort closes down. For me, it's not equally as naturism is dying, because a resort doesn't define people. I mean, if you, for example, there is a naturist campsite in Europe, and they don't have a lot of occupation, but they are right in front of the beach. Every time when we go there, the beach is completely packed, meaning that there is a market for people who like to go to the beach naked. But maybe the campsite is doing something wrong. Maybe the campsite is not doing something at all. I don't know what it is, but there is a lack of something. So by resorts closing down and resorts, closing down or going textile, for me, that doesn't define that naturism is dying.
And it's the same with memberships.
Same with memberships.
The difficulty is it's very hard to measure naturism. Like how many naturists are there in the world? It's almost impossible to measure. So a lot of people rely on federation memberships, but that's a completely different thing. If like here in Costa Natura, I think if you would ask around, maybe 10% will be federation member, maybe 20%.
I don't know, yeah.
Like I have no idea, maybe 50, I don't know, but definitely not 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So it's difficult to measure, and it's very hard to say whether it's dying or not.
Mm-hmm.
One measure that we do have is that never before in the existence of time has there been naturism in so many different places in the world. There's naturism in Thailand, there's naturism in Bali, there's naturism in Brazil has existed for a while, but Colombia, Peru,
Mexico, South Africa, Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Like the International Naturist Federation has never before had so many members, especially not so many members from so many different continents.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So naturism is not dying.
No. And just, I mean, looking at our numbers, the only thing that we talk about is naturism, nudism, clothes-free, anything. And our numbers, it doesn't matter which platform you look, are only going up. So, I mean, it must indicate something, right?
No.
So, yeah. Talking money. All right. Awesome. Do you guys have plans of visiting East European countries more? Would like to know more of resorts in Bulgaria.
Or in Hungary.
Yeah.
Hungary has been on our list for a while. We definitely have to go there.
Yes.
Hungary is on our list. Bulgaria, I don't know if there are, like, I know that there is a small resort somewhere in Bulgaria. They have some nude beaches, but I only know of one.
And is there a federation in Bulgaria?
No, they don't have a federation.
No. Oh.
But there are nude beaches. Like, nude beach I really want to go to is in Poland, and it's called Hell. That's for me, like, I've never seen pictures. I don't know where it is in Poland, but I know that it's in Poland, and it's called Hell.
He's been talking for that beach for years.
I want to go to Hell. I want to get naked in Hell.
You want to get naked in Hell. That is a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but we definitely hope to cover.
Yeah.
The thing with Europe is there are so many places, and the season is kind of short. Mm-hmm. So we always have to pick places, and we often return to the more known places, which is kind of the next question.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we want to put more Eastern Europe, Germany, Northern Europe, like Denmark, Sweden, the Latvia, Lithuania. They all have nude beaches.
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to get more in that direction.
Yeah.
Little by little.
Little by little. Yes. It's such a big place, the world. Jesus.
Too big.
Too big. Tom asks when we are going back to Arnaochot. Arna is a campsite in France. It's part of the France 4, France for Naturism group. And actually, either this year or next year.
Yeah.
We're still working on our itinerary, but we're going to visit all the France 4 campsites over 2 years. So we just still need to find a date.
Planning-wise, it's not completed yet, but it's going to be this year or next year.
Yes. So it's coming, Tom. It's coming. Yes. But I'm going to disappoint you as well. You say the first 2 weeks in August, we will not be there in August. For us, places like Arna are just very popular places. To visit them in the middle of high season and create content, I'm telling you, it's almost impossible.
Close to hell. It's not hell yet, but close to.
Yes.
So
yes, that's why we always go to these resorts in the shoulder seasons. But it is on the agenda.
That creates opportunities for Eastern Europe in the summer.
That is true.
Because Spain is packed, France is packed. Like, you don't want to go to nude beaches in France or Spain in the summer. You want to go there, but we don't want to go there because it's full of people.
Yeah.
It's impossible to film. It's very difficult. But we want to go in the shoulder seasons, but
yeah. Do you think the planning and prepping your trips is half the fun of traveling? That is a question for you, Nick.
It is.
Yeah, because I don't plan.
I love planning.
I don't.
I love planning, and now it's a little bit different because this is also our job. But before Naked Wanderings, I loved planning. I planned for so many trips that we never did, just because I love planning. I love thinking about it. I love researching. I love looking at all the pictures. Like, yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. And then when I had time, I made like, if we ever go to Namibia, where would we go? Make an itinerary. So I really enjoy it. And even now that it's my job to plan, and I still love planning. I still love making routes, figuring things out. It's half of the travel.
I just show up with my passport at the airport, and that's it.
And ask, where are we going again?
Where are we going again? What are we doing again?
She's looking at the board where all the flights, like, which flight is ours? There's only one going to Malaga. We're going to Malaga.
Oh, nice! And then I'm all super excited, and then just, I am more of that type of traveler. Yeah. Do you think Naturism? Do you think that Naturism was different in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s than it is today? Has the internet and social media with the phone cameras always present?
Always present.
Influenced the practice of Naturism today?
I think it has changed.
I hope it's changed.
But I don't know because I wasn't there. But it's definitely changed. And of course, everything changes.
Exactly.
The internet has changed the world.
Yeah.
And I think it's thanks to the internet that we are here. Without the internet, we would be doing something else because we would never have a reach. So, and cameras are part of it. And we answered it before. Some people are afraid of it. Some people see it as an opportunity. I can see both angles. And I don't necessarily think that it will mean a decline or a sudden rise. It's just there. People learn to live with it.
And it's different. Again, I hope it's different.
Of course it's different.
I mean, the world is changing. So I am a strong believer that Naturism should change as well.
Actually, this was just a good year. Well, a good year to you too.
A good year to you too.
Happy New Year to Kay too.
Happy New Year. Matt, which country area do you think is still good value for money? Lots of places have got expensive recently.
Just before we got confirmation about the Maya train going to Playa Sonrisa. It's nowhere there.
Okay, all right. So skip that.
But the airport in Tulum should be open or open soon.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were asking.
Well, actually, Matt is asking, which country area do you think is still good value for money? Lots of places have got expensive recently, like France.
Good value for money. I
also think it's personal, no?
Yeah, it's personal. It also depends. Like in total, I would say like Spain is good value for money because the cost of living in Spain is kind of just pretty fine. Portugal is even better. Like Portugal is pretty cheap. I'm not sure if this reflects in accommodation prices. I would say that campgrounds in Spain might be even a bit more expensive than France. Depends on where you go. France just has so many options.
On where you go, what you want for your money as well. That's why I say it's personal.
Portugal is definitely a good recommendation.
And also what you're looking for. Is it like just a week? Is it camping? Is it all inclusive? Is it
South of Italy, and of course Thailand. Like cost, price, benefit. Like Thailand, the resorts you get in Thailand, that's high end, or like most of them are high end. If those resorts, I'm going to rephrase it. If those resorts existed in Europe or the United States, they would charge at least double.
That's true.
But of course, you have to pay for the flights. So if you only have a week of holiday, it's not really worth it to fly to Thailand.
Will you ever come to South Africa again?
We definitely hope so.
We loved it. Oh, Pete, Nick and Lynn's worldwide naturist camping then. Okay. So we need to hire like 1 trillion people to do that. Looking forward to warmer weather. I hope the weather...
-30 in Saskatchewan. Awesome.
Awesome. Nick, you're brutal.
Awesome that I'm not there.
You're brutal, Nick. You're brutal. You guys really should do a proper naturist film on Vimeo. Why stay with YouTube, not naturists? Love your films even so.
Yeah. The main driver is that making videos takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Filming takes a lot of time. Editing takes a lot of time. It's pretty much a full-time job. And Vimeo, either you have to put it behind a paywall, which we are not huge fans of.
No.
Because it restricts the reach. And somebody has to pay his bills. Free doesn't pay your bills. So somewhere we need to make money. And YouTube, whether it's not the greatest source of income, but at least it's a source of income.
Yes. And we also believe that we don't need to be naked to tell our story.
It's not about looking at naked people.
Exactly. Are we happy with the black squares? Definitely not, because they ruin the shots in our videos. 100%. I agree. But again, it is about telling the story. On Nick and Lynn's channel, it's about us doing crazy things naked. On Destination Clothes Free, it's about the destination. It's with a lot of information about the place. And the free thing. Do you have a house of your own, a home base? No, we don't. We travel full time. At the moment, Costa Natura is our home. And Scarlett, our van, is nicely parked on the parking lot.
Actually,
outside.
That's the closest to a home we've had in a long time.
Yes, is our van. Yes, we love her. We love our little Scarlett. Do you prefer campsites by the sea or campsites inland by a river, and why? Also, big resorts or small? It really depends on the mood that we are in. We love all of them, to be fair. And just the fact that we have this luxury that we can just like do this. At one time we are in Hidden Beach Resort in Mexico, which is all inclusive, 5 stars, very high end. And then 2 weeks later, we are back in Scarlett, camping next to a road, because that's the only park for night place that was available where we are. And then we are next to the ocean all by ourselves. And then we are in the rivers. And it's just, it really depends on the mood.
And we can enjoy a lot of different things. And that's, I've always believed that this is one of the strengths of what we do. We can appreciate very small places. We can appreciate huge places. We can appreciate crowds. We can appreciate loneliness. We are very, very flexible. And we are very curious, and like curiosity leads us. Like we don't often return to places, except when we really like places. But yeah, we don't really have it's not that we don't really have a preference, because that would be annoying for what we do. If we would love big resorts but not small resorts, we would have to skip all the small resorts, or it would just be boring. But that's never been the case, and that's really it's really beneficial.
And we want to see it all.
Yeah.
And we want to do it all. And now.
Now.
Oh my goodness. We have so many questions. And I have like 1 trillion questions from Instagram. Okay.
Yes.
Keep it coming.
Somebody asked about Almanat. We've been there. At least we've been on the beach.
Yes.
Because we couldn't get permission to film.
No.
So
we asked nicely.
And we only had 1 day
Yes.
to be there anyway. So we just passed by. We went to Almanat Beach. It's beautiful. It looks like a beautiful resort, but we haven't been in there in the site.
No. Have you enjoyed staying in Estepona? What have you been doing? We loved it. Absolutely. It's the second time that we are here. And super brutally honest, the reason why we are here is, first of all, we celebrated the end of the year here. That was absolutely fantastic. All the people here were just amazing. We had dinner at the Brasserie here, the restaurant on Costa Natura. The food was lovely. The band was amazing. We danced hours and hours and hours. And the reason why we are still here, and we are still here for a couple of days, is just to catch up on some work, because the videos, they don't edit themselves. The blog posts don't write themselves. So that's what we've been doing. And honestly, we're just staying inside, working.
This morning we went to Estepona.
But we went to the market this morning, that's true. And we had some tapas. Yeah. Yes. So we can't really give you pointers on the area, but just come here, stay here, let us know what the area looks like, and maybe then we can come on holiday here again. Have you ever visited one of the resorts, as few as they are in the United States?
You're not watching our videos. We've been to Florida,
Yes.
End of 2023. We went to Cypress Cove, Lake Como, Sunsport Gardens, but we didn't make a video there.
No.
And the other one, I forgot the name of the other. And Tiki Garden.
Yeah.
Went to Tiki Garden. And in California, we've been to Lupin Lodge, Olive Dale, Dianza.
That was before YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Terracotta, Desert Sun.
Yeah.
But it was all before YouTube, was 2018. So you can find it back on our blog, nakedwanderings.com. Don't put it in the chat because YouTube doesn't like our website.
I know, that's true.
But it's nakedwanderings.com. Just Google Naked Wanderings.
Ooh, Nick has a touch of Johnny Depp.
Ah, that's my friend. Thank you very much.
The first guy who ever won an argument from a woman. Oh. Anyway, I'm a little surprised you know who Valtteri Bottas is. Yeah. Are you a Formula One fan?
A casual one.
Yes.
I used to be a bigger Formula One fan when we were still in Belgium. When I could watch the races. Now I don't really watch them anymore, but I still catch up. And Valtteri Bottas is a cool guy.
And for the record, there is a Bulgarian federation. Apparently, somebody says. Oh, okay. If you're planning France, I can advise to check Les Étanges.
The Pancras, Les Étanges de Pancras. Yeah, I heard about it.
Is that the one in the mountains?
I'm not sure if it was in the mountains, but
that is like
I know the name.
That is like very off-grid, only solar panels and stuff like that. I think that is the one. I will definitely gonna write it down. Are there nude beaches resorts in Vietnam that we know of?
Not that we know of, and I'm pretty sure that they don't exist.
No. What do you think about Nick and Lynn's Naturist?
Restaurant.
A restaurant. I am a good cook, though.
And Nick is a moving restaurant. We can make a restaurant in the van.
And you are a good eater, so that could be.
It's a good combo.
It's a good combo. That is true. I think. How did you find Hidden Beach in Mexico?
It's really cool.
Teresa asked. Yes, it is really, really cool. We liked it.
It's really cool. The biggest comment we hear about Hidden Beach is that it's very highly priced, which is true. It's expensive, but it's all inclusive. So everything you eat, you drink, you don't have to think about money. So yeah, you have to cough up a budget to go there, but once you're there, money is not an issue anymore. Even like they do day trips now. They work together. There's a group of hotels. If you saw the video, like we went snorkeling on a boat, and then they gave us shots and stuff. And then we went jet skiing, which you didn't saw in the video because we couldn't film. We were not allowed to film on the jet ski. And then we went to the cenote, and like there's all this cool stuff. And it's all for free. Like, and that's what I like about. I'm not the biggest fan of all inclusive, but what I like is that you pay up front. And then you don't have to think about money anymore. It's all like everything you do is just.
Yeah, that's true.
Give me one more.
Would you consider recruiting an intern like you did a couple of years ago? Perhaps offer a pathway for someone to give their photography editing skills in return for flights and accommodations. 100% yes. So if you know somebody who is looking for a place, let us know. Absolutely. And there used to be a guidebook titled Lee Baxendale World's Guide to Nude Beaches and Resort. It was a central guide to where to practice naturism. And are there any books published today on this? I think our website is pretty close. No?
Yeah. I don't.
We are not a directory.
I don't know if for any complete guides, if they still exist, but they will never be complete.
Exactly.
That's especially with nude beaches. There, like here in Spain, there are so many great unofficial nude beaches. But tomorrow they can be different. They can change. It also depends on the seas. Like that's from what we hear in Greece. Like every beach is a nude beach except in the summer. Then none of the beaches are nude beaches. So yeah. But that's not on topic. I just realized. But yeah, we don't know of any similar guide.
No, I think just Google. There are a lot of directories online at the moment. But full, like Nick says, I don't think
we helped writing one for friends.
But it's not. It's only the top.
It doesn't have everything.
No.
It has overviews of nude beaches and the top 40 or 50 resorts. Happy New Year, Ryan.
Yes. And do we have plans to release a new book? It's not in the pipeline, but we tend to say yes to things that come to us. So,
but
yes.
Making videos consumes most of our time. And so adding a book project, it's not going to be possible unless we do something.
Maybe a documentary.
Maybe a documentary.
Like Netflix. Hi from Calgary. Nice. How popular are the nude clothing optional city parks in the larger European cities, Paris and Munich? We've never been to the one in Munich. We've been to the one in Paris. It was quite busy, but it's been a couple of years ago.
It's not extremely popular, but it is like there's lots of people who just go there for half an hour between work and going home or stuff. We've been to the one in Amsterdam as well. It was the same thing. Like people hang out there for an hour. It's not something people do for day trips, but they're quite popular.
Yeah. Clive, what do you think of what Hector Martinez is doing promoting naturism? I don't really understand your question.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everybody who's promoting naturism is yay. Yeah.
He does things completely different than we do, and that's fine. Like he also has different focus points. We focus more on traveling, on nude. Like I like nude recreation. We focus on recreational naturism. Hector is much more about philosophy and about activism. He's a huge activist.
Yeah.
So like it's very interesting because we are both creative nature content creators. We are both promoters of naturism, but we have very little overlap if you look at what he does, what we are doing. But we talk a lot, we work together. It's
yeah. So if that is an answer to your question, then here you have it, guys. Matt, any more naked sailing planned? Your video with Boris was great. Thank you. Boris is awesome. If you haven't seen it, this platform took it down. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it too much, or this video will be taken down too. But it is on the Vimeo account of our friend Angie. So if you want to watch our nude sailing adventure with Boris in Croatia, then you can go to Angie's Vimeo account.
But the question was if we have more sailing.
If we have more.
At the moment, we don't.
No.
But if you have a boat, and you exactly, like we love going on boats.
Yeah.
It's just like there are not that many options.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
And I'm just gonna extend the whole sailing thing and boat thing. If you just have cool things that you do or that you organize or whatever. For example, I saw that the Federation of Brazil is doing a boat tour of a couple of days on the Amazon. Let us know that these things are awesome. Call us, and maybe we'll do a video about it. So yeah. Bam, that was it. And we only have 4 minutes left. And I think that's it. Have you tried a Gararufa fish spa?
Is that the feet fish? Where the fish eat your feet?
Like, if that is the thing, then yes. Didn't like it at all. No.
We call it feet fish.
Yeah, stop saying that word.
Lens has a problem with feet.
Bon. Okay, no more questions.
Yeah, how do you balance your personal lives from professional lives?
Oh yeah, okay. Yes, Teresa. How do you balance your personal lives from your professional life? Just the silence of it, I think, is the answer. It's not always easy. We have to admit that it is definitely not always easy because Naked Wanderings and everything around it and behind it is me and Nick. It's Nick and I. We work together, we travel together, we sleep together, we hike together. We do everything together, and it works. I have to say, it works very well. We don't have time for silent treatments or if there's something going on, we say it out loud because we don't have the time or the energy to not deal with a problem or an issue. But the work-life balance is it is very, very difficult. But the good thing is, well, I'm gonna say it for me, I don't know when I'm going over my limit. I don't feel it when I'm going over my limit, but Nick knows me very well, and he is the one that says, Linz, stop it. Now we need to stop. Now we just gonna close our computers. We're going on late night. This is it. We're not gonna talk about work because we need it. So yeah, and that's good. Because I need these times more, but I'm not really good at seeing the signals.
But there's a huge overlap between our personal life and our private life, and that's between our business life. Like what was it? Professional life and our personal life. But that's also what happens if you enjoy what you're doing. If we wouldn't be making videos and creating content, we would do exactly, and we for some reason we would have money, we would do exactly the same as what we're doing now, except without cameras. But it's very, very, very close to each other. But there is a gray zone, and you have to be a bit careful here and there. Yeah. It's mostly like we can't give you any strict rules. Like if this happens, we do this. We do this. It's all gut feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, but we like it. Yeah, we like how it is. But 2 years ago we learned that we need to set our limits and our boundaries so that we can still keep doing what we're doing. Okay,
If
last question.
If Pete has any inside tips about which crypto to buy, let me know.
Okay, that was another question. One more question.
We had one more.
No, that's it.
That's it.
Okay, let's.
Favorite music. We don't really have favorite music. We're generalists. It's the same as with the resorts or with beaches. We like everything, but not too much of everything. We like variety.
I still have one really great question.
And we have the Patron questions.
We have the Patron questions. Yes. So we're gonna go over time.
That's okay.
It's okay.
It's not that we have anything else to do. It's dark outside.
I thought so. Mark asked us a question on Instagram. Once you visited all Naturist venues in the world, then what's next?
Then we visit them again.
Exactly, because they will probably have a new pool or a new this or a new that, or they're probably gonna have something different. I mean, then we just go again. I like that question.
I like to say that our content has a validity of about 4 years. Meaning that if you're reading a blog post or watching, we don't have videos of all of them 4 years, but if you're reading a blog post that was written before, let's say 2020, it's probably going to be outdated. So, and there's no way we can visit every place in 4 years. So there's always going to be returning, and we always have options.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be new places. Like even like today, I think this is also I'm also not allowed to say this, but I heard that this might be a new resort in Portugal.
Choop, 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 choop. And David, oh my goodness, Nick, we have an invitation.
All right,
David, send us a message.
Send us an email.
Yes, we talk. We'll see what we can do.
Awesome.
Okay, and now our Patreon questions. Our dear, dear, dear Patreon questions. What are the top 3 best Naturist beaches in Spain?
Difficult.
Very difficult.
I already regret that. Best Naturist beaches in Spain. I would say that the best beaches are on the islands.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can give specific beaches like Ibiza has beautiful beaches. Formentera, beautiful beaches.
Yeah.
Lanzarote, amazing. Fuerteventura, Cofete Beach, definitely.
Yeah, Coralejo. Yeah.
So, but again, this is snapshots. We've only been there once for a short amount of time. But if we have to pick favorites, we would definitely pick the beaches on the islands.
Yes, but I also liked La Pinette. El Pinet. That's just a new one that we discovered close to Alicante. I also like that one. Do you have any advice on a Naturist park in Spain, on the islands, Madrid, Extremadura region?
The islands.
Oh no, inland. Inland. Sorry.
But no, Madrid. We don't really know anything around, or in Madrid and Extremadura. We've never been. I doubt that. I think there is one in Extremadura, but we've never been there.
No. So
unfortunately, that's one we cannot answer.
That's true. And then another Patreon question: how long do you think you will continue this beautiful life journey? As long as we want.
As long as we enjoy it. As long as we want, this is difficult because, if people stop watching, as long as this is it. As long as you keep watching, because if people stop watching, we're not gonna create videos just for an empty black hole.
No, so, you just said that you like creating videos.
Yeah, I do, but it's not gonna make money, so we're not gonna have any income.
Yeah.
So eventually we'll have to make a choice, but.
No, but we definitely are not thinking about quitting. We are thinking about doing things differently, but you will notice that in
we always
future.
Do every year we change things. And we always do things different.
Yes, and we are in the middle of new projects and everything, but we can't say much about that. Not yet. You will see it definitely in the first half of this year. Definitely.
Koen
but
asks
yes.
which campground we would recommend in Europe for 4 weeks. Depends on what you like. If you're like us and you like a bit of change, a bit of variety, I would go for the bigger ones, like Euronat, CAGM, Arnaud, which was mentioned before, or even like the medium-sized Sablière, Bélizy, because they have things to do. You can actually keep yourself busy for 4 weeks. Of course, if you just want to lay in the sun all day, then there's many more options. But I would go for one of the larger ones in France or maybe Croatia. But yeah, the big ones. Look at the size of the campground and the facilities. Of course, Euronat has 7 restaurants. If you want to go to every restaurant, you have to stay at least. If you want to go for dinner at every restaurant, you have to stay at least a week. Of course, if you go 3 times a day, you can shorten.
Yeah, and it all depends on what you're looking for. Absolutely.
David asks where we find our email address. That's a good question. It's nakedwanderings@gmail.com, but maybe you can type it.
Yeah. Can I do that? It's nakedwanderings@gmail.com. Will YouTube not?
But maybe you have to start posting these things because they are going to disappear as soon as we disconnect.
Oh.
No, not nakedwanderings.com. That's our website. YouTube bans this.
Chill. All right. Oh. gmail.com. Okay, Nick. Go for one more question, and then in the meantime, I will.
But we don't have any questions. Give me a difficult Instagram question.
Here.
All right.
And where we are is Costa.
We are not being amateuristic.
Not at all. We are just being ourselves.
What's a difficult one? Favorite place to get naked? That's the most difficult question we can ever get. We don't have favorite place. We have lots of favorite places, but we don't really have one. Okay, I'm always.
I just had to think our email address. Okay.
Yes, that's a good question. Because I'm into the tech stuff. Yeah. If you have the domain name for Naked Wanderings, is there a reason why you don't have the emails for the domain as well?
There is.
There is one. Because spam filters ban them because it's naked in our domain name. This is something we didn't realize when we picked the name for the blog. But yeah.
Even with the Gmail, it's.
With Gmail, it's tricky, but a lot of email filters trust Gmail because Gmail has its own spam system.
Yeah.
For sending emails, but yeah, we tried it in the past and we got stuck in every spam filter if we send out through Naked Wanderings, through nakedwanderings.com. So.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I think this is it.
This is it.
Oh my goodness! An hour.
Again,
over an hour.
An hour and 7 minutes.
It's crazy, isn't
Probably
it?
Probably 8 by the time we said goodbye.
Yes. And I just want to say, we've had that question on Instagram a couple of times as well. We are going to the Canary Islands.
Yep.
That is our next step. We will be traveling with Scarlett, our cute little camper van. We're taking her from Cadiz. Huelva. See, I just show up my own passport. From Huelva to Gran Canaria.
Yeah.
Jackpot. So 33 hours on a boat. Yay! And then we will be on the Canary Islands. We will traveling around with our van from island to island until April.
Yeah, April.
Yeah, more or less. And then we're going back to mainland, do a quick stop in Belgium, visit some friends and family, and from there on, it's still unknown.
It's still unsure.
Yes, unsure. But we will keep you posted on these travel plans. And if you want to help us out with tips and tricks for the Canary Islands, please do. In the next couple of weeks, I will be posting questions on Instagram, very specific questions on the things that we want to do on the island. So if you want to help us out there, please go over to the gram. And
the gram. Are we 20 years old again?
The gram is out for the Yankees. So yes, and then I think that's it. If you want to support us, please keep watching our YouTube videos. Please subscribe to our channels. It's free. Please share them with the whole world. The more people that watch our videos, the better. If you are more of a reader, you can go to our website. If you want to follow us on socials, please do. If you want to support us financially, that's also possible. You can do that through our Patreon account. And what else?
I have absolutely nothing to add.
Voila, that's it. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you very much for being here.
Yes, again, Happy New Year. We wish you all the best, lots of love.
And if you want to know where we are going next, we just told you, but just pretend that you don't know it. Come on, do the outro.
Okay. Again.
If you want to know where we are going next,
make sure you subscribe to our channel, put on your notifications if you don't want to miss anything, and we just see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye-bye.